Is it, though?
6 nations.
You get a link to send it in the system.
By defender.
This month, you can win cash prizes when you play free bingo at Tombola. Play for free! Calling all Stirling home shoppers. The annual warehouse clearance event is on now. Move fast and it's gone, it's gone. Save up to 70% off, plus free delivery this weekend only. Don't miss out on big brand names at incredible prices. The Stirling home warehouse clearance. Free delivery ends Friday.
Jane Plan is a wit. I'm Jane, the founder of Jane Plan, and I have an amazing first month half price offer for you. We deliver all your calorie controlled meals straight to your door, and there's nutrition support. And right now, you could get your first month half price. So don't delay. You could feel fabulous and lose weight with Jane Plan and get an amazing 50% discount. Go straight to janeplan.com or call us today on 0800 612 7830 at janeplan.com.
It's Saturday night. The new faces of Saturday Night Live UK.
Rugby Union Six Nations, France versus England. Coverage gets underway tonight in 20 minutes. Now on STV, let's play Celebrity Lingo.
Rising recliner chairs and adjustable beds from Warybrook. Sponsors, everyday favourites.
I just he just won the final
Could win thousands of pounds for their chosen charity, but only if they know their links. Hello and welcome to Celebrity Bingo. We're rolling out the red carpet. Tonight, each of our celebrity teams will be playing to their extra charities. Let's meet tonight's all-star teams. Star of the nation's second best word show, Countdown. It's Rachel Riley and very short of words, Radio, Richie Anderson. She says right, it stars on screen and stage. Leslie Joseph and Claire. Welcome to the show. Rachel.
I mean, I'm on like a 3-year streak on the old word games apps.
Oh, Leslie and Claire, are you worried about Rachel and Richie?
Yes.
I'm going to saw Rachel. I mean, you don't want to watch your liver.
Personal darling.
This has started interestingly, hasn't it? Okay, here's how the game works. Our teams will be shown the first letter of the word. All they have to do is guess that word. A correct letter turns green, a correct letter in the wrong place turns yellow. They have 5 attempts to solve this bingo, and each correct answer adds money to their bank. But only one team will make it through to the final, where they can win money for their chosen charity. Let's play Celebrity Bingo. So Rachel and Richie, you're going to be first now. Rachel, what charity are you playing for?
I'm Rachel Angus Olsen, so they help children's charities, whether it's French Palace in Africa, getting girls on basket to school in Asia, to breakfast clubs in the UK.
Fantastic. Yeah, Richie, what charity are you playing for?
I'm playing for the Jeff Astle Foundation. So Jeff was West Brom's FA Cup winning goal scoring hero back in 1968. But the charity has been set up to raise awareness of brain injury in sport.
Fantastic. Okay, in this round, we're looking for 4 letter lingos. They're each worth more the faster they are solved. So remember, you must say the word and start to spell it before the timer runs out. Rachel and Richie, you're first. Rachel and Richie, you know your lingo. What's going on here? Come on, Richie. Yes! All right, come on, here comes your first 4-letter lingo. It begins with the letter R, and your time starts now.
Read, R-E-A-D.
Read. It's not really got an E and a D.
Ride. R-I-D-E.
Right. Fantastic. We're on the line already. Really good stuff. £650. Great start. Here goes your second four-letter lingo. And it begins with the letter D, and your time starts now.
D-E-A-R.
Dear.
Dead. D-E-A-D.
Dead. Ooh. Oh, no, wait.
And what else? Deal. D-E-A-L.
Deal. Around a great score so far. Here comes your third and final four-letter lingo, and it begins with the letter L, and your time starts now.
Loan. L-O-A-N.
Loan. Oh,
Loan.
L-O-A-D.
load. Playing for a load of money. Nice.
Yes, good one.
Loaf, L-O-A-F.
What you have to use on this show is £50. Really good stuff. Feeling good, doing well.
This is great. It's calming to just get some money in the bank.
We know Rachel's been slossing up. I love it. I love it. Okay, guys, it's time for your puzzle one. This is worth up to £1,500. It's 8 letters long. You'll have 10 seconds to answer. Fingers on your buzzer. Good luck to both of you. Here comes your puzzle word clue. This answer is setting things in potion. This answer is setting things in potion. Your time starts now. C, D, O, U, yes. Cauldron, let's have a look. That is a really good score for this stage as well. Rachel and Richie, £2,750. That taxi's waiting there. No, you're not going anywhere. Next, Leslie and Claire. Leslie, just tell me about the charity you're playing for.
The charity I'm playing for is the ABS, the Active Community Fund, which helps actors who settle part-time or ill, maybe Winsworth House, which is similarly natured, isn't it? It's a retirement home for old entertainers, performers, and they're funded by the Royal Variety Charity.
Fantastic.
And it's a wonderful charity.
Okay, Leslie and Claire, do you know your lingo? Here comes your first four-letter lingo. Begins with the letter F, and your time starts now.
F-A-I-R.
Not bad.
Fast. F-A-S-T.
That's yeah.
Oh, not far.
Couldn't just walk up the stairs. It's too hot up here, is it? It's well they need to turn off that heat. It's fucking roasting. So he can hear.
I was sitting cockpit, man. Fucking bottom of my back.
Right, the fucking everything else is in health.
Okay, here comes your second four-letter lingo. It begins with the letter W. Time starts now.
Want, W-I-N-T.
Not want.
W-I-L-L.
Will.
Wait, W-A-I-T.
Wait. No.
Will.
For the match, Alessandro Thistle returns of Tommaso Bellincino was voted most valuable player in round 4, and he scored one of the tries in history of on the last game, he's played in Liberty's in that game, and only actually scored the match-winning try last week in Wales picked me up displays into a winning one against buoyant Italy.
Yeah, that's what's happening, isn't it? Because round by round, Wales, really good. It's all about their defence, and their defence last round. They've got themselves into those attacking opportunities they do. That is what we're going to get right today. Big emphasis on the leading game, unless
Because all results could yet see England finish last for the wooden spoon. Looks not likely to go to Wales again. And Italy, so many times the silver dwellers are looking for the third win of this campaign. And Italy made history for the second week in a row. Can they find the emotional pitch that they achieved against Spain? As they were facing the chariot is probably swinging low on the Slippy line, but Italy managed to eventually get their hands on no Sebastian Negri, a very important player for Italy, been injured throughout the campaign. We saw him in the media room over the game. Wales have turned it over. They can't find the incision in attack. 240 tackles against Ireland, but just 2 line breaks. And there's a man who's very capable of playing just at full back. Alex Mann wants to turn over. He was turning over the ball. He was making tackles 32 against the Irish in Dublin. He's already into the action. It must have been a thoroughly exhausting time for Alex Mann to go through all that work. And there he is again, Alex Mann. He's full of energy and running in this first couple of minutes of this match. Now Thomas Williams, a good front foot ball for the star of the game last week in Dublin, Reece Carey. All sorts of memes.
What that jolly bastard. You missed that there, mate. You missed it, mate.
2026 Six Nations. Thomas Williams and getting Reece on just 2 years ago.
You actually missed it, mate.
And BC hammers one beat, but only puts the ball into the arms of
It's all good fun, though.
the Wheels have been a very purposeful start here. Hawkins playing to Eddie James for the...
You're probably over that 3 points in there, were you?
Last time that happened, that was the centre pairing of Tompkins and North. And Eddie James, not that far south of being a new North. He's a big boy. And he's a mixed man. Really stepping up into international rugby and proving that he very much deserves to be at this level. Dowie Lake is over 50 carries the captain, 19 times.
Only short you sleep, by the way. Only short you get the double. Oh, I never got the double, I got the safety. Aye, you fought the week boy, yeah.
Absolutely, they took opportunities there, didn't they? Just a couple of half breaks, getting them in behind the Italian defensive line. Playing off it, not playing to Italy.
It was near there, they was taking
Preferred to a fan touch there, but still ended up holding up the captain's unplayable, so that becomes Italian ball.
Italy winning the last 2 Six Nations visits to the Principality Stadium 4 years ago. George Adams was playing the match and he gave his players medal to Ans Capuozzo, who set up the winning goal for Portavani. And in 2024, when Lorenzo Pani and Poland scored the triumph the championship, they were memorable occasions. Wales last home win in the Six Nations was against Scotland, unbelievably almost. 4 years ago, against the Italians leading the nation as a villain attack. Since tri-bonus points were brought in 2017, Richard played in the matches, and then tried to control. They will miss Simone Ferrari, who has played very well in front head. He was player of the match in the opening game and the most soon in Rome. Facing here today is Hassan, the Albanian assassin, from the Albanian capital of Tirana. The scrimmage at the middle has been generally very good. Solid up there as Gorbisi looks for space in between the two defenders. Beautifully judged.
Yeah, really lovely. It was an over-end kick, so it goes from sort of tail to tail. So it's a very accurate kick, but he always put a bit of backspin on it, so he knew exactly where he wanted it to go. That was pinpoint accuracy.
Spoon has been thrown to Paris just in case. Wales win by over 50 points, and England lose by over 50 against the French. The roots again, Liverpool scrambling and struggling around. So clean highlight ball. There goes Canoni, Nicolo Canoni. Gorbisi again goes for the boot. It's a delicate little chip ball score. French rugby with Toulon.
Yeah, delicate kick, but in that case, in contrast to the last one, he didn't get the over-end spin, so he knows to tip spin, because that's what holds the ball up 6 hit. He had a bit too much to touch.
It was a record and he's up and taking line-out ball again as well. Off goes Wheeler. He has played exceptionally well throughout the tournament games up to Leicester. Not to run the Dragons next season, doesn't play in too many winning rugby teams when you're playing for the Dragons and Wales. That's what happens these days, unfortunately.
Where are we going to watch that then?
A couple of years ago, we had 2 wins in the draw in their final 3 games. But none of these sides have been penetrating on a regular basis. 13 tries by winning the championship. France in 23.
You're on a bullseye building, live stream. Bullseye building.
The game in Rome last year played at pouring rain. Just the one is the player who's done injured. The championship for this season.
Back on. Table 12.
Honking table.
So a good position here.
That's just what I like here, right there.
Forming a little choo-choo train there, the 2 carriages.
Singles if you need Jerry. Right, see that?
Says no. Wales have actually made the fewest line breaks in the championship, 17. France, by comparison, have made 48.
Yeah, it's a starking contrast, isn't it? It was a clever play by Wales there. That sort of extra looping round player that you had with the 10 and the 15 was designed to try and bring the fullback, the Italian fullback, up into the defensive line. So then the dink over the top should have been there. However,
Very late, much more accuracy this time in the line-out. He's kind of late and crispy kind of player on the international forwards there. You can see why they repeat him as the player that lifted the tail of that line-out. Hawkins again for Edwards.
I heard I was walking with the office. Oh, I upstairs lady.
One son, come on.
okay, I see.
Right, Ulster. What you found it see where the black was. Looks like there'll be a safety shot. The double the red.
Right, Devlin. Ryan Devlin.
Instead of going to talk, you don't want to shoot some local cut.
Because I know I might need to be
I'm sitting over and I wait for the leaves in the box. Until you get through it, when I was shooting for you, I said I've already seen my name with Ray, right, you know, after I know it's ours. That was that. All that kisses that yellow piece, something like that, that's when again. And then that's that. They had it a bit long, but it's safely when I'm you want your camera, maybe you want something. That's what's up your body. That one's still keeps 3-1 up. 3-1 up.
Massive to go, but one game at a time. Expected.
He's one chance. No, I don't see it all. No, I know, but.
Since their last league, he rotates his impressive score. David Ryan picked up the clean sheet 14 for the Ajax. Recovery Quarry makes his first league start since and the match winner in Germany, Kai Havertz, leads the line from the start for the first time in over a year.
Used to. Used to come on.
Nearly 2 weeks since Everton was in that good, still big absentees. 350 Everton appearance for Jordan Pickford. No James Tarkowski for the first time this season, and no Gerard Bradley either. So James Garner likely to be right back in the reshuffle. A 250th Premier League appearance for Idrissa Gueye, who missed the reverse fixtures. I'm not going to Look, what was that again? Straight match.
See, I hesitated with that.
21 years after the Arsenal it's been longer
see what was a beat this year, it's really not, it's not fucking right, them doing changes everywhere.
That's the question,
This page down there.
we're expecting this evening, we're
nervy, it has been twitching, and I do think the fans can play a big part in come to the fore.
I can't wait. had to wait to lift the Premier League title. Will it happen this season? They're in a fantastic position, an unorthodox kick-off from Everton as away we go. And an awkward one for Gabriel to deal with right from the off.
Yeah, they've tried that a few times, Everton, just to put the opposition on the back foot, deal with the bouncy ball.
Saliba. So the end from July really opened up for Everton there. But there's a to take away.
Your opponent just lands on you perhaps and pinches off your boots. Verona doing just that.
His boot taken up. Taking it up. Barely what has been for Arsenal this season. Same as the Lindsay. Even with his feet a lot of area. He's been able to rotate to
Nathan. Watch your feet out. I don't know what table to have. Yeah, I was lying in the middle between the two tables there. Just in case you stood on it, Barry.
Against Bournemouth on the same day that Manchester City dropped points. Nottingham Forest. Plenty of twists and turns.
I'm not on again until 8 o'clock.
Premier League. It's the
Those players in blue, when you've won Newcastle recently, you've won for Villa. I come here feeling there's something in it for you. With some confidence within the team.
Has been Jordan Pickford some incredible saves in recent matches. Everton actually had the exact same away record as Manchester City this season in terms of wins and losses.
I know, but I've been over. Like the job. That's our last game. I know that boy was seeing obviously.
The Arsenal players and Arteta would have seen that this changes at the heart of Everton defence. Maybe would have been encouraged by that. Keen, they've got a couple of players all about this level.
Right back. He's up against Madueke. To spin. Ready, Arsenal want to get on with it. They take the free kick quickly through Calafiori. Might reach Havertz. It will be just for throw.
I think that's important as well as each starts. They get on with it quickly, try and maintain a good tempo.
These two together today is each other. Second Premier League game.
Street still has some final day last season. Long throw here for us. It goes, Hubbard's trying to help it on. Neto back there defending. Awkward one for Everton this. Fury wants that to roll behind for a corner. With good reason.
James Conner trying to avoid it. It would be a message to any manager facing the Gunners trying not to give away these corner kicks.
Remember the days of the Ed Road and expectation in the ground. Expectation in the Emirates when Arsenal have a corner, but they take it short. And that's surprise things for Everton. And that way pitch rolls the save from Pickford. Can Everton break? Declan Rice catching everybody out. What to expect that in swinging. There's Saka. Havertz onto Timber. He's looking for Maguire. Everton, fantastic defensive record. It's just set pieces. Joey bringing that down. Better, some loose pass. Fury. Between Fury.
Fury gives you more going forward. I think loves to move inside into midfield. Goal in it as well. That's more than a defender.
Fury got us his first goal of this Fury campaign with an Old Trafford. There we go. There is Cam Fury. Gabriel. Zubomendi. Saka. For Havertz. What a bad pass. We're going on the cover. Squeeze. Saka. Fury. Looks to shoot. And it's a corner again.
Well, I suppose not quite short one this time, Arsenal. Started the game pretty well.
So Arsenal's second corner. First 10 minutes. We went short with the first one. In from Rice and headed away by Better. Tip it in. Gabriel is still up there. Knocks it down. This is opened up nicely. Fury.
Well, it's maybe a touch higher than he would want it, but really capable Calafiori in these areas. He would have expected a little better than that.
The team with a record away to Arsenal. To put out. Think about the absentees today. Tarkovsky was one of 3 African players who haven't missed a minute this season. Was not drawn why Tarkovsky. Zubomendi. Fury. Is it? Fury's central area. Is Sullivan. Zubomendi. to switch on. Madueke, ball across, Zubimendi, shot blocks. Saka to Benoit will drive it wide. And he went for the latter in the end.
For those wide players, Saka and Madueke are going to be important against the deep line Everton team here. Madueke does well, creates a bit of chaos.
One just missed a ball that last in the middle of 3-2.
The Champions League in midweek. Winner against Brighton. Victory on the road. It's so good on the road. To see them through the three of their remaining games. On the road, including the final of the season at Crystal Palace and Tottenham West Ham, and they've to Manchester City as well. Against the teenager Christian Kafame, Liverpool's on striker who impressed in that game. Already, he has 6 in the entire match in the Champions League. Zubimendi. There's Havertz. Inside to Zubimendi, you've seen a lot of the balls so far. Calafiori. Across on the edge. Nice. Saliba. To get that ball right.
Should be one of the top opportunities there from distance.
It's in towards Zubimendi. Goodness me. Pickford at it again. The flag is off. Pickford's almost disappointed the flag is off.
We spoke earlier about some of the outstanding saves he's made, and offside or not, this goes along, adding to the collection. Talk about sharp, I mean he's well off, but what about that? Everything right.
Save of the season competition. Jordan Pickford. Even though it was offside, that might be the best of them. Saw the right smile though from Pickford. Nothing right about the smile. No disappointment that the flag went up. Again. Saliba. Looking for Madueke. O'Brien is playing across back line for Everton. Next time in the corner. Keane. Kalinko tries to go round Saka. Free kick in the end. Probably the referee for this one. We did actually send off Jake O'Brien. Everton's gets ball. Between the two. Attempts. Disruptive. Fury does find Havertz, and it's a playing forward to Madueke. Will get there before Keane and try and go around him, but Keane blocks the avenue.
He made up his mind to go for that ball. He didn't have the pace to get there.
And a loose shot from Ezra in the end, it dropped to him.
He's a little bit fortunate on Keane not to be penalised. Not going to get there, but Madueke is not going to get past.
decision won to Tom in Germany. So influential in midfield for Everton, needs must.
Superb.
Done by Saliba. Raya going to go all the way through to give this campaign. Very important to us. Iravuna. Gang. Keep the Beto in the channel. This sort of time in 2020 he's lost Saliba during that Sporting Europa League. Here's it, Jump turn from here. Cross to the back post, so Raya had a flap at it. It was blocked. I think like Calafiori, he's cleared it away.
A little bit of play by Enjoy on his left-hand side.
That's another player down. Everton are attacking. Here's McNeil. He'll fancy a go and fancy a corner. The post comes back. And it's Mitch Flaggers up against Njai. A chaotic minute or so.
Could easily be in a goal up here, couldn't they, Everton? Some really good play. Joe, I'd be pleased that he was up. I mean, he hits it more than anything else. The effort from Dwight McNeil. Towns of Everton.
But look at this block from Calafiori. It's what was needed.
It's his foot that flicks up, isn't it? To stop it.
Scorpion.
Version of it. I mean, that's pure luck, really. It's a desperate challenge. Whether David Raya would have got hands on him, I don't know.
So a few worries here for Arsenal. Special their goal. And Timber still down. Tim White is on subs. To cover, the worst cover in the world. Greg Timber enjoying another fantastic season. And when you try to win a title, there are moments along the way. We'll see what happens in this one, but who knows what that already how significant that will be by the end. So Timber back to his feet. See it again.
Yeah, I mean, on the deck and he just flings his legs up in the hope of getting in the way, and he does just that. Always necessary.
I should say we'll never know how we got there. There is the reaction to that. He can't believe Everton after the run. No goal here, but we have had a goal at Stamford Bridge, and it's Anthony Gordon who's enjoyed things in the Champions League, not so much in the Premier League, but he's put Newcastle United in front here, and it's Willock with a pass. Gordon could miss. Big game, the Champions League race. feet. Here's Rice. So at the moment 2 points behind Everton. Timber back on the field.
Testo this. It's a lot of defending, but they've shown that they've got a bite in them.
Winning at Old Trafford this season. Disappointing record here.
I mean, there was a bit of shocking on both parts. I'm just wondering whether he does get clipped though. Have a look at the feet. The feet. Maybe Michael Keane does catch him. It will be one for VAR to have a look at. The referee's call prevail.
The check is complete, incidentally.
Amazed they've taken so little time.
Saliba to Gabriel. Look as though Keane caught Havertz, but of course Everton will say they should have had a penalty in the reverse fixture. Fury. Rice.
First time really they've been able to get in the sides of those centre halves, Arsenal. It's a good run. Havertz, nice pass. Eze.
Saka. Timber. That's what we have seen from Arsenal here though. Saka. On to Havertz. Every penalty area. Instead, they settle for the corner.
Really coming in first time, I thought, on his right foot. The penalty showed it was an Eze ball. That just catches his left boot. It's a foul all day long. I'm listening to VAR trying to explain it away, but
and still complaining. Knows he was caught. I couldn't see the reason for him to go down there. He was so what's not good? Second to the back post. Calafiori. The referee.
pushing and shoving. Lever. It's Dewsbury ball.
Whereas attempts on goal. Picking up. Neil. To be behind.
Smoothness in that passing, the confidence within them. Constant wins, of course. With the side's home form this season in their new stadium, but very impressive on the road. The third best defence in the division. Everton have enjoyed a good spell. 15 minutes, a really good spell.
Attempts coming in the first 15 minutes. He's driving forward. Was he clipped? Referee playing advantage. Rice. He goes down. I think Garner timed it perfectly. And he had to. Free kick. They did have a look at that challenge from Garner of Rice.
Had to get it spot on here, James Garner. That Declan Rice gets into the box and he times the slide to perfection.
Draw heavily. Aid his cause for potential place in the World Cup. And Saliba. Timber ran into trouble. And Dewsbury Hall can break and spin away from Rice. Beautiful feet from Dewsbury Hall, but too much to do in the end. It's Rice.
I'll give you money.
Look, he caught it well.
in the sides because the club captain is not available.
See if that's right, don't I?
The pitch.
I think that's right.
He's going to go down to that team. See his team.
Fucking cheap.
At the moment, Everton continue to threaten. Iraguno to Johnstone. Saved by Ryan. It opened up for him.
It's not easy to create chances like that against this Arsenal team, but Everton are full of it when they're going forward, showing real poise.
Shrewsbury Hall makes a joy. Kilmacolm. Is there helping it on, but only to Kim. Timber beaten in the air. Can he foul this man? Two Everton putters down. No decision. No way. Saliba. Beto. We know Arsenal don't present the opposition many clear-cut chances, but the
Does it well. David David is always going to make.
There you go.
Shane.
The first half of the
Really good signing.
Complaining about that challenge from Saliba or Beto.
Skip that. Yeah.
Two items around the midget all the time, one of them for set pieces. Just outside the box.
His second. Across it goes. Rice. The room. Turns. And it brought down. So, opportunity.
I feel bad. Not that bad, but.
You think somebody will have a pot of goal here?
Should be Rice. Really is
double, is it?
Sweet.
Oh my god.
You're on the title race. Sometimes it's going to be tight and you just need that better flow. So there's no doubt he's going to try this one. Here's the Rice. To go for goal. It's the wall instead. Drive away from Wendell Neal. Did that very well in the end. Counter. Nice.
secure. Zulugendi. Saliba. She's safe. So sensitive. Havertz. Second. Saliba. Moves it on to Saliba. He's a free man at the moment for Arsenal. Second. Turning. Trying to force his way through, and he has. First. Chelsea burst through.
The game does well now. A couple of players waiting for the comeback.
Well, it's going to be interesting changing for Arsenal because Drew Timber is set to lead. And he's Mascara. So Timbers would take off that early issue. Everton's injury issues at the back is now set. See Johnny there. All around now.
Itu Sondi ya. Erma. Never been there, never been.
Saka to swing it in. Flicked on. Somehow Everton keep it out. And Jai on the break.
It's getting the teeth Everton because once you get the flick on and it looks kind of Fury that gets it at the near post. It's anybody's game at the far. It's a really good clearance. Michael Keane, I think it was a vital touch away with his head.
Rice.
How do you spell guaranteed? Guaranteed. What did I say? On it low, 14.
Saliba. Saka. For the right foot across in the ends and then a Jai to bring it away. Someone running with the ball. Scanner bites. Scanner as well. Lento and Saliba gobbled up the ground.
Saliba's extra pace did the better there.
Arsenal wasting no time. Rice running from Madueke. Can he get there? He might still. And no choice really for a Ryan.
Money. Fresh Potter.
Back as well. From the Spaniard. Of course it goes. To be able to take it away again and maybe counter again.
Really getting the bodies in the box there. A lot of the pushing on this first half of goals. You can see that Everton have created the better chances.
Wants to get it back. Neil has got the pace of Gabriel, he does. Time, Everton. Free kick. Challenge for Rice. He was stronger here.
Used to be called a shoulder charge, usually to get away with it. Maybe more.
charger, Jeff.
Opportunity.
Is it short?
Show vulnerability defensively.
Smashed it.
Recent weeks.
Is it charge fast?
Kinda.
That's enough.
It'll do the job.
Everton looking for a good delivery.
So when you've not got a signal, your bar it just fucking flies there. It tries to search for everything. Phone goes on fire. And that.
Play there to take advantage. The pitch.
I don't know. £9.85 when you get 20 penny. Change. It's okay to change.
He also recognises David Moyes and decided here. To keep going.
Take your time.
All the big games, kick-offs, Manchester United host Aston Villa, Champions League race down there, the bottom of Forest, against Fulham, Crystal Palace against Leeds, and then Liverpool host Tottenham. Still here pro side, which is at the London Stadium and at the City Ground. See flashes later this evening.
Visitors defended really well. Scored at the other end. Team haven't quite shown enough to create chances.
He's going wild, aye. I've only got someone else that's good, so I get 5 pounds. No, no,
I've not got any pounds.
just opens that. Easy mail. See if I can copyright stuff and that. I think that's it. I get 5 right anyway. 493 or something.
In the penalty area here.
You could be appreciated.
Leicester City in.
Right, buddy, all the best.
Saka. He was quickly blocked by Jai, and Wake didn't have that sort of time. Is it? That's over, so 3 rushed attempts in a row. David Moyes will be happy, and also have some regret because he's in a close. It's on school, imposed.
It's free kick. It doesn't matter how Arsenal win. All that matters is that they win. Switches on. Saliba. This is so good. Zubimendi, Havertz, Zubimendi couldn't quite keep his footing. Shift it left to Wesley.
A few breaks, Zubimendi. He's waiting in the penalty area. Madueke, Eze, trying to scoop that back to Madueke. He's trying to overcome that special moment.
Nothing much has come off for Messi so far.
Drives to Eze. Looks for Saka. Tried to pull back with a couple of to go out of play. Still without his ribbon, but it's over. To Pickford. Minutes and a half for this first half to play.
Tell you what, this time.
Over the top. Do it again here. Pressure from to the changing room to give it a big second half.
Cheers, buddy.
Good ball to McNeil. Yay. Through to Ryan. And that will be that for a very eventful first half. Quarry with an amazing block off at the end of for Everton, and Dwight McNeil hitting the post as well. They had their opportunities.
The visitors, Arsenal, though, feel they should have had a penalty. Havertz brought down in the penalty area, but the referee or VAR. So, Arsenal went away through, but now look at Everton. 0-0, the nervous Emirates.
Survival. Alright. When we've done enough, Uber Eats delivers Premier League coverage.
When I am now adult members of society. No more mistakes for us. Let's try to start that thing north first.
And you say it was automatic. She's simple, right to say.
Memories that last up to 680 years, memories that last a lifetime. Renault Austral E-Tech self-charging full hybrid. Renault Austral with 0% APR representative is £349 per month.
At NFU Mutual, our quality car insurance can be relied on. You can claim with confidence. We pay out on 99% of claims with no claims. And you don't lose your no claims discount if you're hit by an uninsured driver. You're covered if you break down. Plus we reward loyalty for giving saving on your renewal. We do all this so you can enjoy the main broadcast. For quality car insurance you can rely on, search NFU Mutual today.
Sale now on Sports Direct. Save big on top brands like these Nike running trainers and jackets. Enjoy flexible ways to pay, including favourite sports Direct.
The night still weighs heavy, but with the finest aromas of Nescafe Original captured during roasting and grinding for a unique aroma and taste. We drag ourselves to dream, to dare, and the dare is ours. For the making. Now, with a £40,000 salary plus instant cash prizes, Eds allowed. You might expect a delicious sounding description.
More outfit choices with 20 kilograms liabilities and style. More hotels designed around you and your life, like that Swordfish Street. More ratio to the bottom, water parks on site. More Glasgow Street. More peace of mind with 20
Discounts on holidays ago?
Not as straightforward as Arsenal fans might have been hoping for. In fact, there was a little cluster of chances just before the 20th minute, and it might have been even worse for them. This was Everton really putting on the pressure. It would have been excellent. And Jai is sensational. I love watching him play. I think Neil thinks he's done everything right there. Gets a shot away, but it's unbelievable in protection. And then the ball comes to him again. You see it, he comes into a nice pocket just in here. Receives on the half turn, checks his shoulder, now he's in. Goes past Beckham White too easy. Once he uses that, gets onto that left foot, he hits his stores, and then he comes back and drives. Unlucky. Yeah, look at this from Calafiore though. This is brilliant. You know, he's a great manager about his 40 block, you know, he did everything he could to possibly stop it. The angle of this direction of Stephen and Jai is just onside. He's onside, and the way it comes off the post and how fast it happens, he's trying to get anything like strategy behind it, unable to direct it. But the quality that White shows here is brilliant. It's just brilliant. And then I think Tottenham pointed the other end because Arsenal thinks clearly thinks he should have himself a penalty, but it's not given. So VAR said that first of all, the Packers was on his way. There is contact there, they acknowledge that. Is there enough for an overturn? Because VAR saying no, Dan. There's enough, yeah. You can clearly see he's kicked him. I mean, yeah, he's tried to guide him off him, isn't it? He's put his leg out a little bit. His gate's a little bit not in the right plane. But for me, he's kicked him. The angle, you know. But look at this one, Dan. He just said, watch this, and he just goes past him there. Watch Michael Keane's right foot. It's there. It's clear. It's so clear. I don't know. As VAR took 3 seconds to say that's not a penalty, I'll never know. That's a horrendous decision. It's definitely a penalty. It should be overturned. You can see. Look at the player's reaction. You have to do that. You're stepping across to use your body to protect the ball, and then once he does that, he's in front. You have to just get out of his way. You cannot do that. That's rule number 1. To step over and use your body. Is he already on his way down though? You sound like the AR though. I'm telling you. You're not repping. You're not repping. No. The honest thing is, David, the fact that such a short amount of time. We see VAR sometimes with decisions that everyone at home could see as not a penalty or not a bad decision. It takes 5-10 minutes. They've taken 3 seconds and said it's not a penalty. It is an absolute disgrace that that's not been given or overturned. Right. So you think it's a penalty? Not really. No, it's not a penalty. Look at this at half time in Chelsea. This before the strangest one we've ever seen. The half ended with Newcastle celebrating. Anthony Gordon is put in front of Chelsea to say that.
With holiday rentals and hotels, Booking.com has something for everyone. Really? Right this way.
What about something more family friendly?
Maybe a resort with a water park? Yeah, one luxury hotel for the bride to be.
We hate everything!
We have flexible cancellation. Find exactly what you're looking for. Booking.com. Booking.com.
All-electric Toyota CHR Plus. Available with 0% APR representative. And save £1,500 with the electric car grant.
At NFU Mutual, our quality car insurance can be relied on. You can claim with confidence as we pay out on 99% of claims with no quibble. And you don't lose your no claims discount if you get by an uninsured driver. You're covered if you break down. Plus we reward loyalty by giving a saving on your rewards. We do all this so you can enjoy the more important things. For quality car insurance you can rely on, search NFU Mutual today.
Morning news. The night still weighs heavy, but with the finest aromas of Nescafe Original captured during roasting and grinding for our unique aroma and taste. We drag ourselves from dawn to day. The day is for the making. Now, with 40,000 pound salary plus instant cash prices, 80 now.
Everyone, Steve Bakers, I
You don't do it standing still. The future is born from adversity. By believing in the impossible and somehow actually doing it. You challenge outdated ideas and institutions.
That'll be the next one. I'll see if you get that. And once you get too far apart,
you ask, what next? MLS, official partner of Arsenal Football Club.
love that guy.
When you said we got as a market, the simple precious.
Right, look what happens when referee Paul Kearney gets himself in the middle of Chelsea's new tradition, this centre circle pre-match huddle. Take it away, boys. Miles off for me. Get your backside out the team so you can see this is our new team. Look at that way to go. How can we? So cringe. It's can we? Yeah. Look, Kilmacolm Road. Looking at each other. But listen, forget what's the referee doing there? And what is that huddle in the centre circle? Daniel, help me out because I know you're younger than me. If the referee starts saying, come on, Chelsea, it clearly has not worked because they're behind right now. That's Willett keeping himself on side, brilliant. And doing that forward. They call that now, they're just sweaty. Pretty sweaty for you, mate. And even that time, so, Newcastle in front, Chelsea with work to do. Arsenal also with work to do. Chelsea, that was from Fury. Right Neil twice coming close to scoring, but they think they should have had a penalty. Second half's on the way. Sale now on us, Sports Direct. Save big on top brands like these night running trainers and jackets. Enjoy flexible ways to pay, including free plus Sports Direct. You need to do Tesco.
And milk, love.
Discounts on holidays abroad?
I know you need more than just groceries from us. We do all this because every little helps.
No huddles at the Empress, ready to go between Arsenal and Everton. Johnny was on the fence a little bit on that one. He smashed the fence, actually. Let's actually back to Alan Smith and say thank you.
No changes at half time.
0-0 at half time. That's not. Wants to talk about what a goal to talk about. Even though Arsenal most number of chances in the Premier League first half of the season. I think there weren't good chances, were there? There were 1 or 2 snatched attempts. It needs to see a bit more composure. They describe that penalty as minimal contact. There you go. Premier League match, so take your attention to the studio. Irrevocable to know they can get Arsenal in this one. So what you to get at any time. I like it.
Gordon.
Still Rice. Sweat, so that's going to be an Everton throw. Well, we saw Madueke aggressive a bit, but the right hand side.
Saying he would prefer on the other side. It's up to do there, but options. There was too much for David Moyes to say. Pleased with his team.
Even happier if they just have this opportunity to involve strong drive. And he checked to their supporters.
Jesus Christ.
In the corner, getting good value for money.
Oh, no, you're not. Still on?
Goes for Everton. Nash McGill towards goal. It's picked up by Ryan. With the effort. And stand inside. Losing a conceded early. So close. Need to try the opener there. They've had the better chances. He'll look for Evans. Keen will watch it.
David Moyes would be that Arsenal will push on as the second half wears on. More chances that there should be more spaces, more opportunities maybe for the away team. But really positive frame of mind. It's happening up in the reverse.
Street.
No, that was it, okay, by the way.
Okay.
That's on the edge of their seats. So nervous, so impatient. The players will be well aware. The play from Essen. And a power away from Rabuna. Smart to Rice. Quite fine the way again. Inside, Fury. Saliba. Saka. Gets louder. Saka. In the way that time. Slip it through and Pickford. Claims. Pickford and Wake on the left side of the road. Well, he's some goalkeeper, David Ryan. Reflexes are so sharp. What about that for a stop? And so could not believe him. Top of the Mendy. Better. Misses it. Here's Saka. Flips it. He's done really well coming into central defence.
And that's what they are. Another message is one. Really good.
but only 2 of those on target. Six on target. Stirling. Moving to win it back. Saliba could be the spare man. Has been one of the times to pick his pass. So far. Not put the ball in the box when they've had a chance. With a helping hand. Saliba is already going backwards. Looks like White looks for the pass. Pretty well so far, but it won't be enough to play. And Gabriel is wicking the crowd up. He knows these are often so often the lowest ball. Good run, good ball from Gabriel. They've been able to get behind that Everton back line. Inside their own box, all by 2 inside their 6-yard box. It's Rice to the back post it goes. Saliba with a bit of time. Havertz. Side in the penalty area there. Total towards goal. Take a chance.
Is it? Nice. Is it? Shifts it on. Adueke slips it in, looking for Zubimendi. Can't find him. And Njai. Okay. Squeezing through to Njai, but still Everton have got the break on here. That's a step back in from Saliba. Here's Zubimendi.
Strange in a minute, Martinelli. Greenock.
Perez as well. Arsenal's 7th corner. I'm going to make the change before the ball is taken. He waits. Echo short. Adueke. It's there. Once again. It's there. Well, that could have been very awkward. Still gets it round. Strolling forward, having to be the playmaker. Mascara. That's one of the full trade in the change. Here's Maguire. Attacking corner. Right where it's it's Mascara. It's Michael Keane in the way, but here's Saka. Saka's shot was nobody there.
No, there was a tapping.
Foul on Gabriel.
Right, it's heating up. Should be full attention, should be full of drama. You'd imagine Michael Keane's been stoic at times to that defence. Not much has got past. A little bit of luck for Pickford there, hoping he's coming to a blue shirt.
I think the referee's booked David Noyes for his complaints. Meanwhile, Arsenal make the double change, but way paying off after his best piece of football on the bench. Martinelli he'll go on to the left, and Gyökeres through the middle to replace Havertz.
Scored one or two important goals, Gyökeres. That one at Spurs particularly has put his team to one. His team needs him now.
Trying something different on Thistle. David always looked at him. He didn't feel that was a foul. Is it?
When's his last few? 5 minutes.
Who's
that?
Gets it into Gyökeres, trying to help it on. Shielded well by O'Brien. And O'Brien and Keane have been rock solid. Send that into defence. Turns to the bench, Arteta.
Lacking full strength in depth. Needs to come to the fore now.
Trossard don't know the goal. Taking out the rest of the season for Everton. Andrews and Greenock. Set out because this is technically a set piece. Pickford.
Fucking smile. Won't be happy with that. Won't be happy with that. I think you see what that is.
Now it's here for O'Brien. Martinelli for Gyökeres.
He's flicked the button. I can flick the button for you to say this.
Out with Fury.
That's the game.
The match winner in the reverse fixture. The penalty spot. Oscar. Saka feeds it into Rice. Oh, what happened?
It's actually
That's
much better to have he snatched at a few chances when he's had the opportunity to shoot, which was more controlled. Takes something to beat Pickford from those distances and angles, but Everton have just lost their forward momentum. They're thinking back forward for a goal.
In it goes, Gyökeres is in there. He goes down, muted appeals really.
O'Brien strong on it.
Good use of his career.
Wearing a charge coming in.
There's 6 Premier League goals this season, 5 against Tottenham, 1 against Crystal Palace. spectators.
I always think there's a Bali every issue. It doesn't mean that it's a fiver. Do you know what I mean? I always put five best Bali every issue. Fucking Sean talks about it putting money on hand.
Never.
No, it's not.
When we end
When we took money, I had money on them at the team, and I went on me getting it.
Will it drop to their Martinelli couldn't block it. In with the effort. He goes second.
That's it, mate. That's fucked.
Just give me the 5
To the it's the usual one for David Moyes. Centre forward area. Now Barry is going to replace Beto. There's Thistle up front.
Notes in his right hand there.
Another word from David Moyes. Well, he's looking for a breakthrough here. Mikel Arteta will return to his precocious 16-year-old.
Move jobs out in company or
He pulls up that red white shirt.
It is. Who can fire well? Both teams looking to win this one.
Glenn's very selfish. It's about him.
He's going well then, he's a great asset to your team, but a couple of bad feelings
When you go around, once you lock up the singles, you're in touch with each other. We went there to win the singles. Fucking let the single go out. I thought it was back.
Some people just underneath for
That's what people
Only Arsenal conceded 2 goals on the road when Everton set only 1 fewer.
They're putting on the fucking corner on the table.
As short as I do.
They've fucking done that a few times.
Energy levels,
double
trip,
They're influenced by the
Leverkusen.
So we had a crowd.
Everton had the 10-day break.
So the idea was, I was point to the ball at lower top, point to the ball at the left. So I've done it, played me shot, he's on his fucking phone, he didn't see it. And we were 2-0 up at the same time, weren't we? They weren't even our minutes.
Well, that was up.
Johnny look for the again. That was Sierra Dipper.
I'd like to say that how did the fucking use on to say that?
But it was always one season that really to raise Liverpool. They won't want to draw. See their progress here. Never mind the draw. But shown enough to see if they can take this one. It's Ghana over the free kick.
Come on.
It was going to nestle in the back of the net. It was Keane who attacked it. But I think it was an Arsenal player for the last touch.
How close was this to being an own goal? It was beautifully delivered. It's coming up Mascara.
It should have been a corner, at the very least. David Boyce makes a bit of picture tonight. Calafiori for a captain. To their teenage talent. Zubomendi. An attacking roll of the dice here for Arsenal. And this should open the game up.
Amazing story. Amazing talent.
All those years ago, when he announced himself as a 16-year-old to score for Everton against Arsenal. Opportunity. Coming out to the right-hand side, second inside him.
It's in real play, they're right the 5 slots.
Having tried anything against Wolves, a week back scored the goal.
He had his feature for us this season. He was out for a few months with an injury. Was picked up from an under-21 match. Such a target for big tackles. Great group he's playing in. Is it? Kick deeper. Saliba. His finish is part of the game. No encouragement. Gabriel. That's not what was called for in the end. There was some counts in the crowd of Dutch.
Well, it's another grind, isn't it? And he's found to seen quite a few of late. Very painful to watch.
this season. 111. Only Manchester City can match their home record. Saliba. Nice. The issue of this side. Here's Dellingburn to take on Mikalenko. Still Dellingburn. Inside. Eze on his weaker foot. If we kick it back in. Address the game. Back inside. Dellingburn. Checks. To Rice. Saved by Pickford. Flags up on the far side.
That's the best shot they've had. Arsenal from that kind of distance. Disappointed so often with these efforts. That one moved a bit in the air. Better from Eze.
Arsenal have only been held to a goal draw once at home this season. And it was against Liverpool. They so often see their side find the net. Now Lawyer nails. This is not Gabriel looking for Gyökeres. Gyökeres inside, he can't. To an Arsenal player, instead Gay can bring it away. Turn away from Saliba, still working the Arsenal defender. Now Downer, Saka inside. Saka, inviting a tackle from the ball. Katia. Saka. And he can't find Martinelli. Is it going to be one of those days for the league leaders? A rare one for the league leaders. Who will still lead the league. But they'll want to lay down a marker. Manchester City's getting to West Ham tonight. That's the state of affairs as it stands. On the board that he had to learn, but he was
look at Greenock. Arsenal giving away record. Superb as a unit so far. It's great teamwork with each other. Very little encouragement.
To swing it in, there's too much on that. How did Everton approach these closing stages?
We'll be happy to just continue doing it. This week.
Well, 21 efforts Arsenal in this game, but 12 of those.
Not too many of them have been threatening to Pickford's goal. So they haven't been the attacking threat that they were in the first half.
Pressure is really behind this Everton side. The real clears it away. As far as Sky Sports golf is concerned right now, the competition mission day 3.
You seen Phil Snap?
Miscommunication received. A little shaky. Picked up for Everton to maybe pick it here. Challenge for Rice to take it off the heels of a jury. To Mosquera. Arsenal's quarters urging Mosquera to move that ball quickly. Martinelli. Incappielli is it. Eze goes for the fence. Shoots it off. Down the keep it down.
Frustration. Bit of anger within the crowd here behind us, but this was a good move. We managed to engineer a bit of space. Landon's been instrumental since coming on. I mean, that's not his finest effort, but they've been giving him the ball whenever they can. Shows the faith back got in the teenager.
Absolutely. He tipped to be a superstar of the future. Still needs him right now. Chris Dellingburn. Still Dellingburn. Gets the free kick. And then also has to get on with it. Boodham's put in a very good shift for Everton in that midfield. Mike McNeil
On your leg, get away!
those minutes.
They've all done the bit, those Everton players.
Manchester City kick off in 40 minutes time.
Difficult to do that up until then.
Martinelli flashes it across.
17.
He held it up for Everton. It's out of bounds.
Shot, John. First for the risk because I'm covering the back semi. Just a wee little touch and I got pushed first. Cover the block it was. What did it not happen? It was touching. It's just a fluff. It wasn't a touch, it was a fluff.
You need to know that he's still tonight.
This team has had more effort to have started together in this stage.
Tom was doing this and it was
Yocker is hardly been able to get into this match. Hardly able to push
Second touches is coming on. Ryder just got it out of his feet. Barrick is closing it down. Will do go wrong in the end. He looks to be taking the time to do so. Here's Mosquera. He kept on manipulation. Swings it in. It's not about ball. He's barely had a touch since coming on. But you only need one to score.
But just when you've been searching for a bit of quality, the youngest player on the pitch provides it. Max Dowman with a whipped cross that is right on the money here. And the Manchester period of goal post number 5 just doesn't answer. Knocking down into the path. But Banana just said and hardly had a touch. This is why Youngers is on the pitch.
Go Sarah, give him 12.
But Max Dowman gets so much of the congratulations.
And that second roar is at the chest complete. The goal stands. And Arteta embraces his bench. And Victor Gyökeres. The ball from the bench to maybe win it for Arsenal. Last 6 minutes added on.
I said he scored some important goals of late. This might be even bigger for his team. From the end of this campaign,
Scoring didn't reflect it.
Wasn't much as a player who have only recently turned 16. And they smile on those faces now. Be those
What was Aaron's first name? Konya.
such was the quality of the ball. Jordan Pickford was muted to come out for any missed it, and then he's out the game. This is as it stands. They played 2 more games than Manchester City. With about 5 minutes left, the changes he's made. White attack. Make a change to shore things up, he usually does, but he's got no windows left to make.
Oh, yeah. He didn't know
It didn't look like it was coming, did it? Precious little side. Saliga on the ball, out on that right hand side. He could up and down again. Seats away from the team that's just conceded. Few chances at the second half. Take this on here. There was a rush just a few minutes ago, and now time is being taken.
Oh, you've got the whole fucking job, Scotland. I think not comfortably, but I think I'm through. Just give me a lead. How do you mean?
I wouldn't say it's been convincing, but if that's the way it's got to be, that's the way. Everton go on. Saliba watches. Helped on by Barry, but only to rise. Will take his time. Really took the word on Everton because they frustrated Arsenal and probably should have been in front of this game before they open the scoring. Throw Everton, that's it. This last couple of minutes. Everton.
Half an hour or so.
It's going to be one chance here for Everton.
I think we're going to get to do what we do.
It's to lead. Arsenal have been undone very late this season. Stadium of Lights. At home against Manchester United. What about now? A minute and a half left to play. What about the bounce? He's only taken. Give Everton one more chance here. Pickford with a pass. 1 more minute to play. This feels like a huge minute. Title is concerned. Sit forward. He had to go. Makes it back inside. George trying to turn. Keane. Shot blocked. O'Brien. No space given. The Ecuadorians are out. Gets an assist by Caprio. got a sting in the tail to this match. Everton's got something left. O'Brien, in it goes. First contact made. So will be Everton corner. Pickford is going to go forward.
Each wallet phone, Spider-Man mask.
This might be it. If Everton are going to try and get a point here, if Arsenal can see this final moment, this will be huge for them. Get come in the corner. Pickford is up. This might be the last moment of the game. It goes in. Cleared away. And it's Thistle with an open goal. Surely it's going to the
superstar of the future, you have to say, but his contribution today has been momentous. What a moment for him!
You never see a celebration like it. 16 years old, and he only recently turned 16. But in that moment, he's made history, and he's helping Arsenal make history.
He still had an awful lot to do. Well, at this point, he cannot believe the situation he's in. I mean, nobody on that bench can quite believe it. I think all the subs, the backroom still rush over to the corner flag, to the teenager to join in, to celebrate, to recognise what they've got there.
Arsenal have never had a younger goal scorer, and they've rarely had a better chance to win the Premier League in recent seasons. Mikel Arteta's side have left it late, but they've left it late to produce another memorable moment in what they hope will be the most memorable of seasons. But it is the teenager who will steal the headlines. It was Gyökeres with the goal right at the end, but not right at the end enough, because that young man there, who's expected to be a superstar, but he'll feel like a superstar right now for this Arsenal side, who have taken another step closer to that overdue title. They increase their advantage at the top. But that will be partly forgotten in all of this, because what's more important is that they've won tonight, and that young man off the bench, as well as slightly older man in Victor Gyökeres, have earned them the point, and then a lot more work here.
Well, it's not good for the blood pressure of these Arsenal fans. It was a really tough watch for so long until right at the death. Is he going to continue in this vein? We'll wait and see, but for now, 3 points, all that matter.
A young man who's 16 years and 73 days old has become the youngest scorer in Premier League history, and he's helped Arsenal to win this match. Final score of the Emirates: Arsenal 2, Everton 0.
Not just one of the moments of this Premier League season, but one of the most incredible, memorable moments in Premier League history. Officially the youngest scorer. You can barely believe it, can you? What were you doing at 16 and 73 days? Because Matt Stanton might be winning the Premier League with Arsenal. That is just extraordinary, Jamie.
Unbelievable. When it's a contest, he hasn't even done his GCSEs yet. And he is doing things like that and making the game looks so easy. Now, I'd like to sound surprised. I've seen that little boy since he was 7, and I remember watching him thinking, oh my goodness, you have got so much talent. And he's a lefty. And as we all know, a Danny Boy lefty. Fantastic. Look, you're an Arsenal fan on that. How could you not enjoy that?
Welcome back to News on Sky Sports Premier League, by the way. We've just been watching Chelsea and Newcastle. You've missed an incredible moment from that young man, Max Down and Daniel Stirling.
I mean, they were playing sort of like, I'm talking about, he brought the season today, he brought the flavour to this game. That moment of magic at the end was scintillating. To have the ability to do that at that age, it's just wow.
How come it was in that moment, Daniel?
The level of confidence to be able to do what they did there, not just physically but technically, it's so difficult to do. A young man of that age to do that in such a big game. It wasn't just it was the assist for the goal. It was when he came onto the pitch, the lift that he gave us, because I promise you, Arsenal were not going to win that game for the goal. They were just quicksand. They had to do that. Who changed the game to play
Brilliant ball it was, wasn't it, from the byline that went over Jordan Pickford. He got confused whether to stay, whether to come. And then that deflection, which just laid it on the plate to get to the Yokeres, who tucked it away for that first goal. We can hear from the goal scorer, Yokeres, that is. He's with David Craig.
A match with so many moments, so many talking points. Let's just talk about that very special moment at the end for that young man, Max Down, 16 years of age. Just sum that up.
It's incredible. I think you can see how he plays. And we don't gets the ball, and I think it takes the right most of the time as well. So, and you can see the goal very took and it's an amazing player, and it's a great game.
The two of you came on together, it changed the course of the game. What's your guys' instructions other than just try and win the game?
Do the plan we were talking about before the game, and we knew that, and then of course we'll try to change the game and to get the win. So we try to take our shots and
you got the all-important first goal. Before that, you could feel the tension, the atmosphere in the stadium. Were you aware of that? Can you sense it?
0-0 and a few minutes left, and of course we always try to win the games, and we know how important this win is, and it can happen, but it's atmosphere also after goals, and that's what we love.
I mentioned special moments. How big though and how special could this moment be with Man City still to play tonight? The gap at this moment is now 10 points.
The win is important, and of course we try to do our best in our games, and we can't control the other results, but we're in a good position, and we try to enjoy this win.
A moment like this with a young man scoring a goal like that, his first senior goal for Arsenal, does that what makes teams special and bring you things that are special?
Going to the game with the right attitude and with the right belief, I think together and with a good atmosphere between the group or in the group, I think we can achieve anything. And when Max come on, I think he feel that, and we're behind him like we're behind every one of us. And that's very good.
Well, Victor, well done. A great contribution from you and a great contribution from Max. He is the player of the match. Will you give him the trophy when you get in the
Yeah, let's see about that.
He's keeping that for himself. There's plenty of time for Max Salmon, but Yoker is certainly playing his part for us. Getting his 16th season, 11 now, and that's intervention. Super crucial. So the story so far this Premier League weekend, no goal between Burnley and Bournemouth, doing out someone beating at home in the third game. Just about time,
competition. And Newcastle winning Stamford Bridge for just the second time in 38 years in the league, beating Chelsea by a goal to none. You can scan that QR code to see all of the action so far, and a lot of football still to be played, as you can see in this friendly weekend. For now, this is how it looks, and crucially, Arsenal are indeed 10 points clear at the top, and it's still very much in their hands. They've only got 7 games to go. 4 at home, 3 away from home to get their first title for 22 years. Manchester City taking at West Ham, and then come Manchester United, who play Aston Villa tomorrow. Chelsea in there in 5th place, Liverpool who play Spurs on Super Sunday, and Brentford on Monday Night Football against Wolves. And actually, there is a chance for Brentford to be pushing on for Champions League football. That is a realistic possibility at this stage of the season. This is how we look at the bottom, with Brighton slipping back into the bottom half. With Newcastle's climb into the top half, Sunderland slipping today, and the West Ham with a chance to get out of the bottom 3 if they can do something against Manchester City. Right, what have we got ahead to look forward to? Chinese Grand Prix. We are underway with our first race of the season in Australia, and second race comes to you tomorrow at 5:30 on Sky Sports F1 with 19-year-old Kimi Antonelli on pole in Mercedes. Highlights tomorrow at 10:30 if you don't want to get up too early. You see the replay and a week today. Broadcast live each week. This new UK take on Saturday Night Live brings the high wire, anything can happen energy of the originals, reimagined through a British lens. Next Saturday, 10 o'clock on Skywire. Lots to come from us here tonight, reflecting on 2 very interesting games in the capital this evening with Daniel Sturridge and Jamie Redknapp. The celebration continuing at the Emirates. Finals are evening at Stamford Bridge, where Newcastle came away the victors. And of course, the big story in the title race in North London, Gyökeres off the bench to score the goal, but he is not the talk of Arsenal tonight. It's Max Power, the 16-year-old Downman, who might just have helped Arsenal take a huge step towards the title. Solid 2-2-2 formation, straight off the training ground. Coverage of the Premier League on Sky Sports, sponsored by
What's the deal doing? This is college. You can be the rooster if you want. That's it.
You and I are the doctors of society. LTD is a great help. Everybody get ready.
Saturday Night Live Tilly gives you more. More outfit with 20 kilograms luggage standard and more hotels designed around you here like that Swordfish Street. More ratio to the bottom, water parks on the side. More more peace of mind with 24/7 support. And more products on in store or online. You book it to sort it at all market protectors.
He must have, he must have got changed into his black shoes, then went home again and got changed to his white shoes. Because it's like, he already told him this. He's actually a really nice man. Allows the line to It's annoying, it's annoying when a nice man does that. Green's well, but I think it's a bit of a hippie. David Hill? David Hill? Oh, he's a nice guy, though. I haven't checked, to be honest. I've just come off the match and I know these tablets need plugging in. But Jordan's doing well, keeping things moving. So we'll probably, I'll let you know soon.
Memories that last after 689, memories that last a lifetime. Renault Austral E-Tech self-charging full hybrid. Renault Austral with 0% APR representative for £349 per month.
How do you build the future? You don't do it standing still. The future is born from audacity. I believe in the impossible, and somehow you're doing it. We change our thinking ideas and institutions over and over again. And then, once you've done that, you ask, what next? Airways, official partner of Arsenal Football Club.
At NFU Mutual, our quality car insurance can be relied on. You can claim with confidence as we pay out on 99% of claims with Roxbrugh. And you don't lose your no claims discount if you're hit by an uninsured driver. You're covered if you break down. Plus we reward loyalty by giving a saving on your renewal. We do all this so you can enjoy the more important things. For quality car insurance you can rely on, search NFU Mutual today.
Enjoy flexible ways to pay, including Fraser's Price Sports. He goes straight next to
Rebuild it. We give you a free bet every week for the Premier League season and big boost every day. That's satisfaction.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Newcastle got the win at Stamford Bridge tonight. Joe Willock bursting through the middle and teeing up Anthony Gordon for just his second goal for London playing the Premier League this season, but that is 16 in all competitions for Gordon, who wasn't fit to start against Barcelona, but did today to great effect for the Geordies. And 2 goals for Arsenal in the end, but they were made to work mighty hard by Everton at the Emirates tonight. The substitutions made the difference. Gyökeres scoring the first, helped by Max Dowman, who then scored himself in quite incredible fashion, becoming the youngest goal scorer in Premier League history after 16 and 73 days. What a story for Arsenal tonight. What a story for the Premier League, because Arsenal, because of that, 10 points clear at the top. So this is the breakdown. 25 shots, the most that Arsenal had in a game this season. 9 from Everton, 3 of which on target. No discussion in terms of the expected goals because there were a couple of tap-ins in the end for those Arsenal players. After that double substitution on the 74th minute that made all the difference in the end for Mikel Arteta's side. And that was it, wasn't it? That was the big moment in the game where it swung in Arsenal's favour. Where are they? There they are. Dowman coming on. Gyökeres onto the pitch as well.
Jordan,
that was a big difference, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I think you have to give the manager credit because you've got a young man. It was quite an upgrade.
Gabriel Jesus, he didn't use tonight.
But this young man's been out for 3 months. He had a bad ankle injury, so Arsenal fans probably wondering where he was. But the impact when he came on was just sensational.
That ball, yes, Jordan Pickford should be better, but it was a teasing cross. It comes in a really difficult flight to stop. He just thinks, maybe can I get it? He gets his fingertips to it, hits in Capia, and he'll never find an easy goal in that game. You'd like those ones.
Oh man, the way that I would have felt if I was Jockey was looking and seeing that ball just fall into my lap. Empty net. As you said, Jordan Pickford must feel like he could have done better with that one. But for Gyökeres to position himself in between the posts, being aware he's the only one who reacted. As you can see, the defenders didn't react. They thought the play was over. Gyökeres is the only one sticking for a goal and deserves it.
He did more than those 16 minutes in that wide area, plus obviously injury time, what Bukayo Saka did on the right. It probably helped change it, Bukayo into sort of like he came into that sort of number 10 role.
Everton, of course, pushing for an equalising goal. Jordan Pickford comes up the bench. There's nobody in the Everton team, but he makes it look so simple. Just talk us through.
I mean, I don't know if people quite understand how difficult it is to do what he's done. Like, to be able to head the ball down at speed, but the anticipation, the job on the edge of the box is to be reactive to clear things. To be able to have that strength, get up. Now the dribbling on your weaker right foot, to be able to keep it so close to your body, checking your shoulder every time, making sure you got the time and the space, fully deserve the goal. This kid, what he's just done there, this young man, I mean, come on man. The strength, the agility, and the power.
Oh mate, I've seen it. Anyone, if you even look at some of his goals he scored at the Greenock against Manchester United at the Empress last season, it's just unbelievable. The pace and the power that he possesses. Like you say, he can transfer that ball from right foot to left foot. So he's just so calm. He even pulls his shoulders down there. You know, there is a swagger about this young man that I haven't seen with many footballers. I've seen some incredible. I remember seeing Gerrard at 16, 17 when we were blown away by his talent. But seeing this young guy progress and the talent that he possesses and coming on at 16 years of age and changing a Premier League game of this magnitude, because you have to put it into context. If they don't win today, Arsenal, this swings it massively back into Manchester City's favour. But he changed everything when he came on. If that was you, right, and you would go back into school on Monday, what would you be giving?
Me? I'd be giving
no one made like
That's the vibe, I call it. And you know what I would say though? How difficult it is to come off the bench. We know what that is. To come into a game, the pace of the game, how difficult Everton made it for Arsenal. To be able to come at that age and impact the game. Both goals came from him. We have to give the young man a well-done credit because it is very, very difficult to be a game changer, and that's exactly what he is.
And I think you're exactly right. I felt watching that. A lot of players, you totally get it. I've been there. I've got one title, but I know how to lose one. And their anxiety just comes on you, and it transmits from the fans to the players. And we see Mikel Arteta, he's you know, like a cat on a hot tin roof. You know, he's getting the anxiety getting to him. This young man came on and was just like, it's okay, I'm here, I'm going to take care of this. And that was the difference in the game. He was absolutely incredible how he kept his nerve, never let anything affect him.
There's also a big goal decision for the manager, wasn't it, as you said, to actually throw him into the action when you needed a goal, when you needed to change the game, and that is exactly what Mikel Arteta did, and here he is now reflecting on it with David Craig.
Mikel, I said to Victor Gyökeres on the pitch, a match with many, many moments, but one moment is going to write all the headlines tomorrow. Young Max down, 16 years, 73 days, now the youngest ever scorer in the Premier League. Just sum up, not just as a manager and a former player himself, but also as a father. How special he's done that for a youngster.
It's the way the goal build up.